Everyone, this is Stevie Richards. Welcome back to the Garage Gym. In today's video, we have a full review of this right here, the Teeter DEX 2 Inversion, Decompression, and also Strengthening System. So if you're saying, well, wait a minute, Teeter, you actually did a review not too long ago, I think. Yes, you would be correct. I did the Teeter Fit Spine LX9 Inversion Table full review. That particular piece of equipment is in our home. This particular piece of equipment has been in the Garage Gym, and I'm going to tell you why during the course of this full review. By the way, timestamps in the description below, as well as the pinned comment. We're going to try to break this down in different categories of the review, but I've been using this for probably about maybe 3 weeks now, and spoiler, I've already felt the benefit, not just from the LX9, from the inversion, but the added benefit and versatility is the word that I was trying to think about in the previous 4 takes. Versatility of this particular piece of equipment for what I needed in the Garage Gym from a strengthening perspective. I got that, and I also got the prehab, rehab, recovery aspect that the DEX 2 advertises. So let's take it through all the build quality and all the other stuff and the use case that I'm using it for in this review video. So from a physical footprint, the DEX 2 takes up much less room than the LX9. The LX9, of course, can fold up, go against the wall, as we showed in the full review video. But this here, in a fully usable form, does not take up much room at all. We're going to put the dimensions up here in this segment to show you exactly what the dimensions are and how much the DEX 2 weighs. But it's very easy to maneuver. This is in the center of the Garage Gym. I'm going to move it against the wall before the end of this video. Very easy to move around. Also has rubber feet, so even if you don't have a mat like I have here from Active Gear, this will stay in place on concrete, on floor, on rug. It does not slide around at all. And you can also see there's 2 different kinds of handles that aren't in normal inversion tables. You have this right here, which doubles as a way to get into and out of the DEX 2, but also it's a dip handle. So I already did dips. I'm a little tired from that. So you can do dips from here. So you're talking about a strengthening aspect right there that you can do dips on the DEX 2, and it holds into place very, very well. It's not going to go back there if you put your hands here. Also, push-up stands. Push-up stands right here make it very versatile. Like I said, having push-up stands to be able to do push-ups. Now you have 2 different exercises right here that you can do. You can also do L-sits on this as well to do core. So your feet would stick out the other way as you do the L-sit. So the DEX 2 has 2 different adjustment points underneath or inside of the equipment. This right here, which you can tighten and loosen. The same right here that will raise and lower the height. You can see right there when you loosen it, has a little bit more play, and then you can feel that kind of lock into place, and you could twist both of these to lock it up. There's also a handle here, so you can hold on to that to pull it up to adjust it up or down. So that's a nice little design and engineering touch right there. So here we have the 3rd adjustment point on the DEX 2. Same thing, you can loosen it, pull it down, and adjust it. Now this is where the back of your leg is going to go, depending upon where you feel most comfortable. Will it be the back of your knee? Will it be your calf? Will it be just above your back of your knee? Whatever you think is good. I usually leave it right about here. I'll probably end up adjusting it. It doesn't feel like it's 100% comfortable, but I feel like I'm locked in here, and I can maneuver in and out of the DEX 2 very easily. So there's 2 different considerations when you're going to do exercises on here, especially hyperextensions. And we're going to dedicate hyperextensions in a timestamp chapter in this video. But what I usually do is if it's up against the wall, I'll probably bring it out a little bit so I can get into position. And then obviously if we're against the wall, we have more room out this way. In this case, it's in the middle. So I got to make sure I have enough clearance with my height, which shouldn't be a problem. Usually I don't go past this particular part, but if you happen to do that and you want to cheat a little bit towards here, you got all the room in the world on both sides, and you're able to get in and out of this very easily. So let's talk about that, getting in and out of the DEX 2 is very, very important. You got to take your time with this, but it's not bad at all. So it can be slightly cumbersome to get into this because you're gonna have to go here, hold on to the handles, and then just kind of bring your leg around, and there's a little bit of a platform for your feet right there. The easiest way I do it, obviously, is making sure this is a little high right now, but when I get into position, it will slide down more towards the back of my knees. And then what I just do is grab the handle and I lean in. Now, once you lean in, it's going to kind of puts you in place. And as you're doing that, you're holding on to the push-up handles at the bottom to make sure that you can adjust whatever you need, and then you can get into your exercises. So when you're comfortable in your leg position where your hips and pelvis, and especially other parts that might push against the pad, you can come down. I usually do one at a time, come straight down here. And this is where we are in the inversion / decompression. And this is what makes the DEX 2 different than the LX9. Obviously, you're front loading or front, using this as opposed to going backwards in the LX9 as standard inversion table. But here, I feel the stretch that I would feel with the LX9, but I also feel that decompression because I have compression fractures in my lower back. So this feels nicer at the hinge point right here where I'm able to hang down and let gravity kind of take me where I need to go as far as this lower back pain right here from years and years of bumping and wrestling. This here just feels amazing compared to the LX9, other inversion tables, or the boots that I used to use. This just feels a lot better. But there's another benefit, main benefit of why I got this, and that's hyperextensions. So for hyperextensions, you're working your lower back. So basically, I'm already set right here. I usually do a round of the inversion decompression for a few seconds, and then I can come up and do hyperextensions. And I have to tell you, you might look at the price and say, this is expensive, but look at a dedicated hyperextension machine from, say, even Titan Fitness or other companies where it's just a one-trick pony. Takes up almost as much, if not more room, and none of the versatility. I can't do that upside down. None of the versatility of this particular piece of equipment right here. So I just feel like that it is expensive, and I'll get to that in my conclusion. It is expensive, but the price and the value or the value proposition of this and the benefit, oh man, I can feel that decompression again. Oh, it feels nice. All right, back to the review. So another exercise that you can do for strengthening is core. It's advertised as a core strengthening machine or a piece of equipment. And I really do like doing crunches here. I just make a little adjustment, and then to be able to crunch up right here, I got enough room, and I can come back even a little bit, do a mini hyperextension, which I don't want to do. I've already done enough of those, but I'm able to crunch and really feel that even doing like that. No pressure on my lower back, but I feel it in my core. Very nice. Nice added thing, little different, making you a little dizzy. Try to talk upside down too. A little bit dizzy if you're upside down, so be careful because you still have to carefully put your hands on the push-up handles and come out of the DEX 2 and lose your voice talking upside down. So just a reminder, Teeter has an app. I covered it on the LX9 inversion table full review, but also the DEX 2 has exercises and other tips and tricks in that app. So please download the Teeter app. Teeter app is completely free, no subscription. So you'll get a great deal of benefit whether you have the LX9 or in this case, or the DEX 2. So that about does it for this full review of the Teeter DEX 2. I have to say, I really do love having this piece of equipment in my garage gym, not for the inversion / decompression that I get as far as rehab, prehab, recovery, all that stuff. But I love doing hyperextensions, and I felt a big difference adding hyperextensions back into my regimen. I didn't have a way to really comfortably do it or a dedicated piece of equipment to enable me to strengthen my lower back. Since I've been doing it, my back has actually been stronger, been less compressed, less lower back pain, but also my core is getting stronger. So as I'm using the hyperextensions on here, I'm able to do more core work without lower back pain. So the DEX 2 is definitely something, if I had to choose, like I said, a limited amount of equipment, which we have a limited amount of space here. The DEX 2 is going to be in this garage gym as long as I have spinal pain. So pretty much the rest of my life, it's going to be here forever, as long as it lasts, or I'm going to use it until there's no wheels, but until the wheels fall off of this thing. I'm very impressed with it. And I think you can tell which one out of the LX9 and the DEX 2 I prefer, but we will bring that full comparison review video. Please leave a question in the comment section. Let me know what you want to see. I'll answer questions during these review videos as well. It actually helps. You a big help to give me more content to talk about, or more focused content that the audience wants to know about when it comes to machines and equipment like the DEX 2 and other stuff. So we do have an affiliate link from Teeter. We have an affiliate partnership with them, so please check it out. If you decide to get the DEX 2, LX9, or anything from the Teeter website, use that link. Sometimes you save money, but each and every time you use the affiliate links in the description below, you end up supporting the content here at Stevie Richards Fitness, and we're eternally grateful for that kind of support. Most importantly, God bless each and every one of you. Have a great day.